video, and today we're going to be discussing the new Link 2 that is coming out for VJump. Actually, this was actually teased a long time ago, and we finally got her effect. And she's actually not as bad as people are saying it is, but she's not as good as people are spouting. I'm not going to say this card is vastly broken, but this card is actually really important for what it does. So this card is Patrol Police of the Underworld. It's a Link 2 Dark Fiend Link effect monster with 1000 attack. Links are bottom left and bottom right, and the materials are 2 monsters. So the reason why this card is very important is because it's a generic Link 2 that you can use tokens with. Specifically, if you use dark tokens, you get a significant upside in its effect, which reads: if this card was link summoned by using 2 dark monsters with different names, it gains this effect. You contribute 1 monster, then target 1 face-up card, place 1 patrol counter on it. You can use you can use this card's effect once per turn. If a card with a patrol counter is destroyed by battle or card effects, you can remove 1 patrol counter from it instead. Like I said, the main key point here is what I wanted to stress out is the fact that this card is a generic Link 2. That's pretty much all that really needs to be said about the power level of this card. Generally, generic cards that do nothing see some sort of play. I can remember when Gaia, the Force of Earth, was released, and people were playing it because alongside Goyo Guardian because of the fact that it had 2600 attack. Similarly, this card is a lot better than that card simply because it also allows you to extend your plays a little bit further by only 2 cards, and even if you don't gain the effect, I think that's generally fine. However, if you're playing this in like a Lair of Darkness style deck, you protect the Lair of Darkness with the patrol counter, and that's pretty good to me. So I find this card very good in that deck specifically as well. You can play this in Burning Abyss as well. Granted, if you do play this in Burning Abyss, you can't play other Burning Abyss cards, but it is a Link 2 that you could possibly consider. Also, you could, if you're playing if you're playing a Link-based deck that doesn't really care about the effect, like let's say World Chalice likes these kinds of arrows. A lot of other decks also like these kinds of arrows. I think Brandish would have a field day with these cards, especially Brandish, consider the fact because they can probably get 2 dark rays on the board, which would be very nice. So overall, I think the power level of this card is very good. People are definitely underestimating it. People are saying this card is bad. I don't think this card is actually bad. Generic cards that do nothing generally do see some play. In fact, in the OCG, I think Link Phalanx, I think that's the Link 3 that points down, does see a little bit of play in the OCG simply because of the fact that it's 3 arrows pointing down. It's generic, and it has decent stats. This card has 1000 attack, but you're probably going to link upwards for this card eventually, so it doesn't really make that much of a difference. So if you guys did enjoy, please leave a comment in the comment section down below. I will see you guys in the next video. This has been Just Lights signing out.